We're here now at Breakwater Harbor, so called because of those structures, breakwaters. Breakwaters are man-made structures that sit offshore of a beach and run parallel to the shoreline. As the name implies, breakwaters break the waves as they're coming into shore, and they create an area that is much more placid, very much quiet, as we can see here behind us. We're back also along the Delaware Bay shoreline. So behind us is Delaware Bay. And here the breakwaters form this area known as Breakwater Harbor. This is an area also that we find ourselves at the northern end, the terminal end of the sand engine, the sand that's making its way along the Delaware coastline that starts from the south and moves up from Indian River Inlet, up through Dewey and Rehoboth, through Herring Point, and then ultimately up here to the northern end where it ultimately gets deposited in Cape Henlopen Spit. And then the spit and the breakwaters sort of form barriers to either side, which gives us this very calm area behind us. Now, it might not be immediately obvious because we're just coming off of the high tide, so the water level's still dropping. But if we were here at dead low tide, we would see a broad, wide sand and mud flat. And this is a really important habitat for fish. There are algae, there are crabs like blue crabs and crabs like this horseshoe crab that live out here in this tide flat, and then they come up here onto the beach. Another important biome that we can find is the land of the sand lickers. That's the affectionate term we have for meiofauna, organisms, little animals that live actually inside amongst the sand grains. They are the size of sand grains. Imagine what it must be like to sort of live in a world scaled down that you're the size of sand grains. And that's also what attracts a lot of the shorebirds and crabs to this area, as they really like looking for those meiofauna. You'll see along this beach lots of ghost crabs, and they'll go around and extract out those meiofauna from amongst the sand grains. And then the crabs become a food source for the shorebirds and fish, and we build this whole ecosystem here along this quiet Breakwater Harbor setting. So you're gonna explore around in your videos, make observations about the waves and the sand and the conditions and all the features and processes that you see here. This whole trip is about connecting to terms and concepts about coastal processes, and this is another example of a place where we can see these coming together.